Hattiesburg, Mississippi, home to the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles, and fans have been eagerly anticipating this matchup at the Rock. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Bulldogs about to kick it away and get this season started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Southern Miss's offense will go to work first. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense, their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win, so it'll be a fun individual matchup.
And the Golden Eagles want to move quickly.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Finds his man. It's Chester. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
From the gun, running back gets the give. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. The Golden Eagles come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. He'll do it himself. Oh, what a move. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. And the Golden Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. Connection to the right. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Golden Eagles started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They're going to run it. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Got it back on 2nd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He shows you all of his ability on that TD.
Mississippi State, 0.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense has the ball for the first time. And here it comes for the first time as a starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. There's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back at Florida. I guarantee you he has so much nervous energy going right now because he has never played in an environment like this, and he has never played against competition like this either.
No, it's crazy, and that was 1920. So imagine now with all the technology and how much he's feeling the nerves. Obviously, all the eyeballs in the stadium is on him. Everybody knows what he's capable of, but he's going to be the first guy to touch the football. It's going to revolve around him, and that's a lot to ask of a freshman.
He's got an open man. Found the seam on the left. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll try the run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. And the Bulldogs are threatening on 1st and goal. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they can't punch it in with a 1st down run, and the defense has 1 stop.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job by the defense.
He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game. Big early test for both teams in this opening game of the season. It's 3rd and goal. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move the big tight end. Makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Fitted in the window for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Let's see what he can do with the return. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. This drive will open from the 15. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. And the Golden Eagles want to crank the tempo.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Here's the pressure. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? The lone back's got it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Might be changing the route. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. We've put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. Offense working from the pistol. The give to Davis. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Makes the grab. It's Davis. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. Taylor wants to throw. Makes the grab.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They're looking for an advantage to the right. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking to throw on 3rd. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Grab near the marker. It's Thompson. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Mississippi State lines up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line. They keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
Well, he tried everything he could that time just to not take a negative play. He didn't get sacked. It was a great job avoiding that. He's just able to get what he can get on the scramble play here down close in the red zone.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The Golden Eagles come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to the ground with the running back. That hole closed quickly. He'll get 1 out to the 6. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught, close to the marker, it's Chester. Really nice gain, gets it out across the 20. It'll be a 1st down at the 22.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Now on 2nd down. They're going to run it. Breaks into the open. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. He's up to 73 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a 1st impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And the Golden Eagles have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Chester. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. To the air, it's Braxton. Pressure coming. Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but you got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back. You get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
Looking to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He'll pull it down. At the 40, there he goes. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Booth. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
It's complete on the right side. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now on first and goal, let's see what Mississippi State does. Might be calling a hot route. Taylor wants to throw it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a colossal top 5 matchup. Let's fill you in on what's going on. Ohio State is currently ahead in this one, but they're not exactly putting the Buckeye leaves on those helmets just yet. This is a tight one in Columbus. They're up by 7 over Texas. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. The only way to do it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's down at the 27. They can't stop the clock, and this is a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Metcalf. Nice move to keep running. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Off-play action on first down. Bringing the heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They'll move the tight end. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Here's a heat. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. Now facing a third and long. Looking to throw, it's Braxton. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. The Golden Eagles will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And the returner is stopped. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thompson. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. He wants to change this route. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Inside the 45. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Hattiesburg. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the Rock.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Golden Eagles will kick it off to start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
There he goes. Made a defender miss. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Taylor wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. It's complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Running to the left. Got enough space. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
2-point conversion attempt is on the way. He's looking to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Into the end zone he goes for the 2, and now they lead by 3 possessions. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. To the air, it's Braxton. Release to the back. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Golden Eagles will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's a return from midfield. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give to the left. Picks up the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Trying play action. On the run, fires downfield. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Taylor wants to throw it. Working that left side now. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He's got the tight end. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Chester.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Using his legs, it's Pittman. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Here comes the option. Now the toss. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Golden Eagles will bring the punt team onto the field. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Thompson. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Quickly to the tight end. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. Taylor wants to throw. Firing to the right, complete. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered.
Let's go.
So first down, we'll open up the final period.
Here we go.
Handoff to the lone back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Trying the left side. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And the stomping has commenced.
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Maryland has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in College Park. They're up by 4 over Florida Atlantic. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Makes the grab. It's Chester. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24. The Golden Eagles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Dropping back, it's Braxton. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. The short hands, it's Metcalf. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Takes the handoff. It's Pittman. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about.
Hold.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Using the quick game. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Feeds him the stiff arm, and he's running free. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just
turning it on. Headed to the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
no mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Quick pass on the fly motion. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Trying to barge in. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The defense snuffed out any attempt to move forward on the last play, and now it's 3rd and goal from the 2. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to throw it into the end zone on 3rd down? Under fire! And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he puts through the extra point. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Braxton. Makes the grab. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Davis. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs.
Turns it on down the left side. Inside the... And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
And that is why they're called the hands team, people, on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
Here we go. Do the show. Right. Get set.
Power football with the run. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us for